Strawberry season is in full swing, guys, and I'm so here for it. So I just got back from the airport. I went to pick my strawberries that I ordered from Jos. So I normally order fresh strawberries when it comes in season here in Nigeria. In Jos, it usually comes in season around December, and I just heard that it will actually stay in season down to April. So if you want to get yourself some fresh strawberries from Jos, now is the time to do so. So I just went to the airport to pick up the strawberries, and let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is a 5 kg box, and we have a lot of strawberries. They look so good, so fresh, and the reason why I love the strawberries from Jos is that they are really vibrant red and juicy and really sweet, like it's sweeter than the one that we buy from like ShopRite. So I'm really excited. In my last vlog, I actually complained that the logistics from Jos to Lagos was a nightmare, and the strawberry vendors were just complaining, but thankfully they were able to work things out and they were able to get the strawberries down from Jos to Lagos for us Lagosians. So I'm going to wash the strawberries first before I even start doing anything. So the first thing I'm going to do today is to make strawberry jam, and my plan, every time I get strawberries from Jos, I always like to make strawberry jam because my husband loves strawberry jam, and I like to add it to my oats, my yogurt and granola, for bread, definitely add it to smoothies. So it's just a good and delicious way to enjoy fresh strawberries. So I'm going to make some other strawberry inspired things in today's video. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite way of enjoying fresh strawberries. Do you like it in smoothies, or do you like to eat it like a snack or you like making strawberry jam? Just let me know in the comments, and maybe we can motivate one another and give each other inspiration on what to make with fresh strawberries. So I'm going to go ahead now and wash the strawberries with some vinegar, some white vinegar and baking soda. The strawberries are clean now, so what I like to do is to just separate the ones that have gotten soft from the firm ones. So So I'm going to keep the firm ones for, for eating later, for snacking, and I will use the softer ones for jam and for every other thing that I want to make. Like this one. So some get like bruised on transit. So those ones get soft. So I'm going to separate those ones and use those ones for the jam. I might have to add some of the firm ones for the jam. To separate them, I just like to, I just fill them. Any firm one, I move to a clean bowl. Strawberries don't like water, so it's advisable to pat them dry before you store them. Back from school now, so I'll have to move my strawberry jam. Thank you, boo boo. I have to move making my strawberry jam to later when I've taken care of him and he's settled. But I've separated the soft strawberries. I've separated them from the firm ones. So these are the firm ones. So I have a full basket. Yes, baby. You want more banana? Banana. Cool, I'm coming. So that took a while to remove the tops from this one, the one I want to use for jam, and the one that I want to freeze. I find that it's just easier and it's just going to make my life a lot easier when I take off the tops of the ones that I want to freeze, because then it will just be easy, to pop it into the blender or pop it into the pot. When I'm ready to use it. If you leave the tops on it and freeze it, it's just going to be an extra step when you are ready to use it. So I find that it's easier to do it now. And just enjoy the berries when I'm ready. So I'm going to keep this in the fridge, keep this in the freezer. These are the firm ones. Very delicious. Kami has eaten like half of this berry, so I know that he's going to enjoy the strawberries as much as I do. Yes, baby. What do you want? More biscuits. So Kami is not going to allow me to do any work now that he's back from school. I actually do want to spend some time with him. We'll watch some educational cartoons and just and just spend time with him. So maybe when he goes to bed, then I'll come and resume my kitchen work. It's pretty early in the morning, so I'm ready to get my strawberry jam going. Everybody is still asleep. So I have a quiet kitchen to work in this morning before everybody wakes up. So I'm going to measure my strawberries, my fresh strawberries, into my pot. So the recipe I'm using is on my website. It's actually on my blog. It's actually a very simple strawberry jam recipe without pectin, because pectin is not really easy to come by here. Like, you can't walk into any store and buy pectin. Actually did find a store online that sold, but they sell in bulk and there's really no reason for me to buy pectin in bulk. So this recipe, it's without pectin, but it comes out really thick and luscious. I actually do like the way the jam without pectin tastes, and and I like the texture of it. So I'm very fine with this recipe. So I will leave it linked in the description for you in case you want to make yourself a delicious strawberry jam. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio recipe. So 2 parts strawberries to 1 part sugar. If you like your jam really sweet, you can do 1 part strawberry, 1 part sugar. But me, I like the 2-to-1 ratio for the strawberry flavor, to shine through. So I'm going to do that. But before we get started, can we just appreciate the delicious looking just strawberries? So normally I like to I like to leave the strawberries whole like this, but I think I'm going to blend it. We'll see. I'm using a measuring cup. I think I'm going to weigh it so I can just get an accurate measurement. So I'm just going to bring out my weights. I'm going to bring out my scale so I can measure. So we have 1,845 grams of strawberry. So I'm going to divide that into 2 and use 1 part of sugar. To change this pot because this pot is turning out to be small and I don't want the strawberry jam to spill out because as it's boiling it's rising to the top and I don't have. Okay, I think I'll use my cream Dutch oven. I think that one is slightly bigger than this one and hopefully that will contain it. So I've divided the this is definitely a wild one. So I've divided the strawberries into 2 pots now and I think we are good. I think we are good. So I'm going to check the temperature. After it boils for a few minutes, I'm going to check the temperature. When it gets to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, I will transfer them into the jar. So my plan is actually to can the strawberry jam so it will last us longer. And you can actually freeze it, but I think I prefer to can it because it will be easy to just open a jar and use whenever we want to enjoy the strawberry jam. And as you guys know, I started my canning journey last year when I canned for the very first time Italian passata and I still have one of the bottles in my pantry and it's still going strong. So it has inspired me and motivated me to can this one as well. Let me show you guys the jars that I'm going to use. So I've actually had these jars for a while and I think I bought it not even for the purpose of canning. I didn't know that I could even use it to can. I bought it to just organize my pantry. And then, after I watched some canning videos, I saw the way the ball jar looks and I saw the way the lid of the ball jar looks and I discovered that actually these jars have a similar, so the rubber that is inside the jar, I'll show you in a second, the rubber that is inside the jar is what is going to soften, and by the time you boil the jar or when you put it through the canning process, it's going to soften and then eventually seal the lid, and that's what is going to prevent air from getting into your canned product, which will eventually lead to spoilage. So I discovered that this lid also has that same rubber, and let me show you. So this is it. So that like cream ring around the inside of the lid, that is the rubber that is going to soften and eventually seal the jar. And I found out that, other the jars, the canned products that we buy in the store don't come in that ball jar. Most of them come in jars like this, or just those plain looking jars. I was like, you can actually use those jars to can. And I used an Italian passata bottle last year to can my tomatoes, my Italian to can the tomato sauce that I made, and it worked. So I was like, okay, great. So I don't have to go and start looking for ball jars to buy, that I can just use this one. So I've already washed all these ones. I don't know how many I'm going to need for the strawberry jam, but I washed like 5 of the jars. So when the jam is ready, we'll go ahead and can it. So we are almost at 220 degrees Celsius. So since the bubbling has reduced a bit, so it's now like producing thick thick bubbles and it's not rising anymore, I've added the second part that was boiling away in the I've added the one that was boiling away in the second pot. I've added it into this one. So now I'm just waiting for the temperature to get to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. So this jam is taking forever to get to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, and I need to get going because my son Kami will soon wake up, and I just need to have moved on ahead in my tasks this morning. So what I've done is I've done the freezer test. So I put a blob of the strawberry jam on a plate, and then I placed it on the freezer. I placed it in the freezer for a few minutes to see if it will hold its shape, and it's holding its shape. So it's holding its shape. It's drooping a little bit, but very slowly. So I'm just going to call this good and just go ahead to can the strawberry jam. So the strawberry jam is cooling right now and it looks good to me. So when it cools down, I will check whether it's sealed properly. Then if it seals properly, then it's going to be pantry stable for a couple of months, and we can enjoy a fresh homemade strawberry jam on bread, on toast, on anything really. So the next thing I want to make right now is ricotta cheese, homemade ricotta cheese. So I have I'm going to be getting a fresh supply of fresh cow's milk this morning. So I want to use up the ones that I have in the fridge, and I'm always so happy anytime I see the cream line on this cow's milk. So you can see this is the cream, and then this is the milk. So I'm going to be using the ricotta cheese recipe over on my blog. It's a Martha Stewart recipe that I adapted and just tweaked for our own Nigerian ingredients. That recipe calls for whipping cream, but I'm not going to use any whipping cream because this milk is already rich in cream. So I'm going to get started on that before I get my fresh supply of fresh cow's milk this morning. Who has woken up? making the cheese, they supplied me my milk. So what I like to do when I receive the milk from the cows, I just not boil, I heat it up to slightly below boiling point, and that will just kill off any germs. And then I leave it to cool, and then I transfer it into my bottles and jars and keep it in the fridge, and it's ready to use. So after boiling the milk, I want to go ahead and make breakfast. Camille is already giving me signs that he's hungry. So for breakfast, I already made my pancake batter and kept it in the fridge. It has been in the fridge for I think a full day now, so it's ready to be made. So I'm going to make us some pancakes, and then we'll enjoy with some fresh strawberries, the fresh jam we just made, and maybe the ricotta cheese that I just made.
Several years ago, big solution to your YouTube, the channel has a 90% dislike rate. Dive into
It's been a while since I made ice cream. It's been years actually. So I decided to make some strawberry ice cream since I have a lot of strawberries right now. I just whipped the remaining whipping cream powder that I used for the cake I made on New Year's Day. So I just whipped that. So I'm going to add condensed milk to this and maybe create like a strawberry jam swirl on the top, then add some fresh strawberries and freeze that, and we can enjoy that later. To serve with dinner tonight, I want to make strawberry lemonade since I still have some lemons from making my ricotta cheese. I think it's going to go really well with our fried yam and chicken suya for dinner.
Like if you're not down in the earth, you're not, or if you're not around what you are, understand like he's there for you. And it's diagnosed from doctors and still suffering symptoms. So they get a diagnosis of something that's quite gamma. And what hypnosis is gamma chemicals going to the brain. This leadership, gratitude. This guy sterilized expectation. I think you're gonna be hard. There's something really attractive, very hard, and you have to kind of have a, you know what he said, what I'm getting myself into. I know that I should make this unless I miss the first thing they ask me to do. You know, it's more
This is a very refreshing drink. You guys need to make this. So refreshing and just perfect for the hot weather that we have in the afternoon these days. It's really bursting with that lemon because I threw in the old lemon. She's giving it that really, really beautiful, strong lemon flavor. But we don't like, if you don't like the lemon flavor to be too strong, then just use the juice. Don't use the whole peel. But honestly, to me, the entire lemon makes it taste so good. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope you enjoyed our strawberry project in the kitchen. I think I'm going to call this video Sweet January in the Kitchen because everything that we made in today's video is so delicious, so sweet, and I think that these recipes will make very good Valentine's Day recipes. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please share to all your friends that you know are strawberry lovers, and don't forget to leave a comment below telling me what recipe, how you like to enjoy your fresh strawberries. I would really like to know, and it will inspire every one of us. I hope you found this video helpful and found it inspiring and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.